you to put in perspective for me, the apostle, three men. One is the scientist who produced the deportation. One is the scientist who took us into Africa, and the other one is Yaku. I want the perspective of these men.
How many histories is you going to put on at once? This is three histories.
That's right. That's right.
Of great men, God.
That's right.
And did God like work of God's work in that day and time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, that was the perspective I wanted to see them in terms of each of these men did a work like God. But at the time, for example, at the time that the deportation took place, you have taught us there was no history of 12, so there was just one. So his relation to what could have been or what must have been God, Allah, was he would have to be it. In terms of the one 50,000 years ago, you taught us he walked away from the other 11.
Disagree.
Disagreed, yes, sir. And in doing so, he was really no longer considered a God.
No. He was a God. Look what he got down there in the jungle.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a point I have a little bit because we've gone back to that every now and then, and what he was relative to the others was the question. My understanding was, and I thought you had said, once he left the other 11, then the work that he did, or what he was to do, did not really allow us to call him one of the 12.
They can't call him one of the 12. He didn't accept that place.
Yes, sir. But he was therefore a God outside the 12. In other words, what we're saying, my understanding is that there are 12 who rule, or 12 major.
Oh, no,
Back then there was...
But since we're headed to quotation from Moon.
Yes, sir. So back there were 12 also. Now, when he disagreed with them, he was no longer one of the 12, yet he was capable
Who
of...
said he was one of the 12 before that?
My understanding is you did it, Buster.
You understood that. You have to top that. I did not say he was one of the 12 that like we have it today. Because 50,000 years ago, brother, when this took place, he disagreed with the 12, with the sanctus at that time. Now, since he disagrees with the sanctus at that time, he cannot be considered one of the roots of the 12. I have said he was. I admit. But I go back after myself.
Yes, sir.
I said he was one of the 12 because it was natural for the 12 to have had the power to let him come to an ought if he didn't agree with them.
Yes, sir.
But actually, at the root of the 12, I don't have a history that puts him in the root of the 12.
Yes, sir.
See, because these fellows always know, Brother Minister, what is what.
Yes, sir.
And if you are around there, a corrupted root, 50,000 years from now, they know it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good.
Sometimes when you are talking with me and discussing such things as the roots of the scientists back long in, as the devil go to his, but I don't use it because we had ours. He said prehistory.
Yes, sir.
It meant a time when he didn't know how to write history.
Yes, sir.
But we always have known how to write history.
Yes, sir.
We always have made history.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, there never was no prehistory with us.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Prehistory makes you in a time better when you was kind of like you was, before our Savior.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. I
Little
understand what you're
silly.
saying, yes, sir.
They don't know actually educational. Actions are fractures to be classified as one of the historic or in history.